going on, YouTube? Welcome back, or welcome to my channel. My name's Brian. This girl over here is Callie, and this is my channel, Reclining Cinema. For today, I'll be checking out the new movie, The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. I've heard pretty good things about this movie. Not anything spectacular, but nothing bad at the same time. I don't see how you could say anything bad about this when you got Guy Ritchie directing. I think Jerry Bruckheimer is a producer. An all-star cast. You got freaking Jack Reacher and Superman together, so I'm pumped about this. I really do enjoy war movies in general, but especially if they're based off of true events. One of my all-time favorites is Hacksaw Ridge. You know, the fact that Mel Gibson needed to tone down the movie just to make the actions of Desmond Doss believable is insane. I did read his book, and he did 10 times more in real life than what the movie depicted. And it's truly amazing that there are and were people that exist like this that are willing to do these types of things, and sadly they're few and far between, so we got to appreciate them. From what I understand about this movie, it's based off of the first Special Forces mission in history, so definitely pumped to see that. And yeah, I remember watching the trailer for this a while ago, and it's, you know, behind Deadpool and Wolverine for my favorite trailers of the past couple of months. You know, you toss some Queen into the mix and cut with those action sequences, and it got me hooked. So the last couple of days I've been recording Fallout. I think at the time of this recording, I'm 5 or 6 episodes into Fallout. So I decided to take a step back from Fallout so I don't just blow through that. I can savor that show, enjoy it, and I've really been wanting to check this out. So today I'll be doing just that. I would like to know what you guys think of this movie or thought of this movie. So if you can, please let me know in the comments below. And if you're enjoying what I'm doing so far and want to stick with me and watch me continue to grow, then please make sure to like the video, subscribe, and keep following along for the journey. So yeah, without further ado, I'm about to jump on into this. Yeah, buddy. Taken from Winston Churchill's confidential files, declassified in 2016. Damn, it took that long to declassify them? Oh, speaking of Nazi-controlled waters, U-571 was another great war movie. There he is. It's an epic mustache. Oh. Get the boys together.
Wo kommen Sie, Seemann?
Sweden?
Sprechen Sie Englisch?
I'm Swedish, but I speak a little English.
Last thing I saw him in was Jack Reacher. Now I hear,
Welcome.
oh, Swedish. Oh, Swedish.
We can come to. Jolly boys.
Take your hands off.
No touching.
Papers? Passport?
Come, we have lots to
Take
eat.
your dirty
He
hands off
said
me!
no touching.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
I don't care how many guns I got on them. I'm not touching either of those guys. Crush my head like a grape.
You're in trouble now.
come on, girl. It's too hot. Lay down.
They immersed themselves in water in the vain hope of reaching shore. One of them sank immediately and perished. But to our amazement, the big one, he showed great spirit. In spite of all the odds, he painstakingly made it to shore. We followed and cheered him on and rewarded this impressive achievement with a bullet to the back of his head.
Man.
Isn't that funny? Why aren't you laughing?
He's just having a blast with this.
Nice work, Lasser.
Well, I don't think so, sir. It's a rather large explosive, so I set a rather large fuse.
I located the outside
he
of the
put a
power
bomb
line,
on it.
so when he goes bang, it really should go bang. So,
I thought they're all acting like they really are just out for a Sunday sale.
ready?
Good work, Frederick. Thank you, Captain. Now, any chance you can tell us what we're doing here, sir?
The Germans cut off our supply chain with U-boats. We cut off the supply chain to the U-boats. Through our intelligence agents, we found a way. I need men who are willing to go and sink those ships.
Why don't we just air raid Fernando Po and sink the ships?
Is this like the Nazi
Crafty
version of
Germans,
Pearl Harbor?
the crafty Germans.
I got a bunch of their like
Position themselves in
main
the Spanish
stuff
colony.
all in one spot.
Fernando Po is neutral.
He seems like a more rough version of who he played in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Which, by the way, it's criminal that movie didn't get a sequel.
He used to be at Naval Intelligence, now he works...
Ian Fleming. The dude who created James Bond.
Why am I here, Ed?
I have a mission I want you to lead.
I know he served in the military, but I didn't know he was a part of this mission. Kind of makes sense how he came up with James Bond then.
To neutralize the German U-boats in the North Atlantic.
Yeah, he's just pocketing shit.
What's the plan?
The U-boats need fuel and torpedoes, but they also need
Got a
carbon
couple
dioxide
stogies.
for oxygen. Without them, they can't dive and they can't hunt. Stuck on the surface, they're...
If I'm to do this, I'll need my own team. You won't like them. They're all, mad.
They'll need to be. Give us their names.
Henry Hayes, a smart young Irishman who hates the Nazis because his older brother, who was a close friend of mine, drowned after a U-boat sank his fishing trawler. Ship will need Freddy the Buzz Frogman. He can swim across the channel with his feet tied together. Admittedly, he's a convicted arsonist in a terrible misery unless he's destroying something. But he is very good at blowing things up. And is awesome. Grew up wrestling bears and hunting elk on his family estate. He's a legend with a Bowie knife and a bow and arrow. He ran away at 18 to fight the Nazis after Gestapo tortured his brother to death. He gave up filleting game for gutting Nazis. He then... And finally, most importantly, we'll need Jeffrey Appleyard.
Yes, we thought you might. That's why We sent him on a reconnaissance mission to Fernando Po. Unfortunately, the Nazis nabbed him on his return.
All the more reason. He knows what we need to know. He's a master planner, a master survivor, a chess grandmaster, and a surgeon with the blade.
This guy's like, this thing's gonna fall apart before they even get there. Man, he took everything down to the guy's jacket. Oh, respect.
This is an unsanctioned, unofficial, and unauthorized mission. If we're picked up by the Brits, we will all go to jail. If we're picked up by the Germans, torture and death.
So it's just the four of us then?
And Captain Appleyard.
I'll climb over the Linguini to get to the fettuccine.
What? The cinghiale.
You have me with the wild boar. But then again, the Spanish offer.
This poor guy, he's like, yo, like, what the hell do you want to eat?
No.
I'm gonna grab the briefcase.
Sie sehen so aus, dass sie in diesem Spiel toll werden. Leider, meine Freunde, wollen nicht mitspielen.
Now it's amazing. So many years of World War II movies and, you know, Nazis always being the bad guys, which rightfully so. But it's like, you never lose hate and disdain for the Nazis. Like, that's how despicable they were. That's a sweet little contraption.
Locked.
Case?
Working on it.
B-grade torpedoes.
Check. Check.
5,000 tons of diesel, check.
5,000 tons of diesel.
Lieutenant?
Yes, sir.
Check. Check.
10,000 carbon dioxide filters, check.
End of message from Stork, sir.
That'd have been cool if they found a way to, like, swap out the carbon dioxide filters for defective ones or just BS ones, so they all just suffocate inside the subs. Yeah, just in time for dinner.
Still fail to realize who we're up against.
With respect, Prime Minister, it's you who doesn't realize. We cannot hope to defeat him.
Hitler is the mainspring of evil. A gutter sniper. This is not a man that we can negotiate with. I've read his book, Admiral Palm. The man is a vicious, victimized ideologue. He cannot be trusted.
So, there's this guy on YouTube I watch, Mr. B. Allen, or Mr. Ballin, and, you know, he tells, you know, strange, dark, and mysterious stories. There was one thing he covered during World War One. I forget which battle, but basically there were a bunch of German soldiers, and they were all getting wiped out. And there was this one guy on the English side that was just mowing them all down, like, and very high, like, respected officer, high ranking or something like that. And out of nowhere, he sees a straggler German soldier who just was like this weak, pathetic looking little shit. And apparently the English officer, like, he was alone at the time, and just, like, felt sorry for this guy, had him in his sights and was, like, gonna kill him, but was just like, there was enough bloodshed that day, and this guy is a pathetic little nothing. Apparently, that guy was Adolf Hitler, and he could have prevented all of this with one shot. crazy butterfly effects. Man, I'm gonna miss Cavill as Superman, but it would have been crazy to see Alan play Batman alongside Cavill as Superman. That would have been a great duo. He's like the perfect build for Batman.
Gestapo.
How'd you know?
The badder they are, the better they're dressed. Really must get me one of those coats.
They must be here for Apple.
What's his obsession with the coats?
Extraction, sir.
No.
Was machst du hier? Halt! Stehen geblieben!
So what's happened there then?
It looks like they've been plugged full of arrows, Hazy.
Well, where'd the arrows go?
Straight through them.
Damn.
There were 2 more around the other side.
Where are they now?
Same place as these 2. Nazi heaven.
Well, less than 7 minutes before they're missed. Alarms, dogs, none of it good.
He does not care. This guy is awesome.
Freddy, grab the scissors and help him with that fence.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. He said don't be greedy. Oh, no, no, no. I mean, he deserves it, but oh, I love their attitudes about this. Okay, 50 or 60 men. I'm just walking in like no problem.
It's very good.
Oh, grab that gun.
Seine erbärmlichen Tommy-Truppen.
Was nehmen Sie nicht mal einen Kopf?
Sounds like stealth mode's over.
Hazy down!
Oh, yes. Isn't that like an anti-air gun? Four guys doing all this. Awesome. He took the coat. He let him catch his breath? Oh, that's sick. Like 40 bodies deep, and it's the first sign of like resistance they've had. Oh! He's got... What are they, electrocuting his nipples?
Oh, yeah, what happened to your nipples?
That's what I was saying.
You all right? Couldn't unplug me, could you?
What? These guys are like... They're next level. Like video game characters. Commando Poe. Santa Isabella. I gotta say, normally, I'm not a fan of, like, that red shade of lipstick on women. I don't know. Never did anything for me. But she is freaking gorgeous. Probably helps that she's, like, a low-key badass, too.
Hallo, Herr Herren ist
That's the guy from Inglourious Bastards.
I can't make a decision on this presentation. Early days?
Both early days do come too soon, and seasons change with a hunter's moon. Wenn die Nächte schließen und die Morgen halsen.
Und der Silbermond verwandelt sich in Gold.
Vicky's the type that would definitely take you up on that.
Wiedersehen. Zugegeben, sie ist ganz schön schlau.
The hook's in.
Looks like the same lighter Cavill stole at towards the beginning.
So if I understand correctly, we're currently here in La Palma. We'll sail around German-controlled Africa to Fernando Po, which is just north of the equator, just off the West African coast.
So that's the shortest route?
Yes, but we don't want to go shorter. Our priority is not to be seen. Plus, it was almost worth it to watch the Heart Snatcher at work.
I'm better known as a lover than a fighter. Jesus Christ, if that's how you fight, I'd hate to see you love.
You don't have to worry about that. You're too pretty for me. Freddie, on the other hand.
You'd have to catch me fast.
My suggestion is that we take this wider route. It's obviously longer, but it should avoid any awkward conversations with German U-boats or British warships. Weather dependent, we should make it there in 15 days.
So are these two just civilians working with the government to help form it? Or are they like deep, deep undercover?
Marty?
It's always the quick to anger, hot-tempered pricks. You just shut up with alcohol.
This is Fernando Po. Everybody is welcome.
See, everybody. Too many body, I think.
Well, good riddance. The harbor will be yours again. When will you be free of that ugly
Thanks for the tip.
3 days earlier.
Then we should have another.
So I guess they can't take the longer route now.
Party? Then I shall throw a party to celebrate.
I don't care for parties.
Oh, spoil sport. Everybody loves a party.
More cherries on the island than expected. Corned beef's out of the pantry 3 days early. Move faster. Yes, there was increased U-boat sightings in the area. About that.
Must be crazy trying to plan like these massive missions in these noisy ass war rooms.
So there's more soldiers on the island, and the boat's leaving earlier.
Yes.
Well, how are we meant to move faster?
We can't move faster.
We're going as fast as we can. This is a fishing boat, it's not a speedboat.
If we can't move faster, we'll go shorter. We can get to Fernando Po in 12 days.
Well, you said we couldn't go shorter.
No, I said we don't want to go shorter.
He said we'll get mowed down by a U-boat. Or worse, picked up by the Brits. Their armada of destroyers are crossing them.
We will literally be sailing over U-boats.
Sorry, lads. We go shorter.
It's gonna be terrifying. You're at home, middle of the night, city just starts getting bombed.
Chaps,
Womp
that's a
womp.
British destroyer. Greedy little Nazi won't be satisfied with holding most of Europe. He's after our own green and pleasant land.
Well, thank God you're here with your little wooden battleship and your 5-man army.
U-boat, bearing 273. Sound the alarm.
Come aboard.
U-boat approaching. Starboard
Looks like they
side,
got
sir.
bigger problems.
What's that for, sir, for us, will you, boys? It's all ready to hold.
I wish I learned how to sail. It's crazy. Like, growing up, my uncle owned a marina. I spent a lot of time on the water. And at one point, my dad even got me a sailboat to fix up, which I never did. But I wish I did. Could have learned.
Sounding, bearing 115. Fire depth charges.
This type of warfare warfare is nuts. Oh, that was a little anticlimactic.
I'll help you. Because I don't like Nazis. Not because they're Nazis, but because they're gauche. I'll give you a tug and 12 of my best men, including yours truly. But if I'm going to help you, who's going to help me? Because you're not a soldier at our age.
No. But she is. She'll outshoot your best man.
Damn. I want to go to the range with her. Why would you want to bet that?
For who? For them. Can't bet on yourself, Hazy. It's match fixing.
The thing is, our old friends, the Nazis, aren't making it the easiest. We're outnumbered 200 to 5. There's a few more soldiers than we anticipated. I think that we're going to have to find ourselves a few more strapping lads.
Ade.
Oh yeah. Ibolewa. Bossy be bye.
Right.
Yes, I think that will do.
Can you manage that?
It's 2 wires and a tip-top. I'm sure I can cope. It's not me you should be worried about.
I've never taken a Nazi to a party.
Just don't end up at one of his parties.
Don't worry about me. I'm gonna have my own little party.
Hola. Buenas tardes, compañeros.
Seems like a pretty obvious spot. No.
Ruh-roh. Kamalan. Wir haben eine Ratte im Bett. Was machen Sie hier? Was machen Sie hier?
Ruh-roh.
Ta-da! Cleopatra needs her Caesar. Put it on.
It's for children. And we are not.
How is he so
children.
stone-faced when she walks in looking like that?
Let's make our own party. A dark party. A dark Nazi party.
Since I've been here, I've been bitten by things that croak and slither. Scorpions nest in my boots, and I can't sleep for the relentless howl of jungle entropy. Tonight, I'm going to that party, and you are taking me. Now, put it on.
Oh. Very well.
Meteor Fest. Great movie.
Ehi Cesare, spero che tratti questa bella ragazza molto bene come hai trattato la mia duchessa.
Che cosa hai fatto alla bellissima duchessa?
Andava veloce come un'allodola. Ora invece si è appesantita con tutte quelle barre d'acciaio. Ok, sarà anche inaffondabile.
He's reinforced it to be unsinkable. You have to stop them now.
And I forgot them, the Titanic was unsinkable. Look what happens. Might be reinforced, but may still be doable. Generators.
And we're off.
It's Stork, sir. Put him on open speaker.
Corned beef can't be cracked.
Stork, this is M. Never mind the corned beef, just find a way. Over?
Pound incoming, sir.
Switch that off. Abort this mission now.
I will make sure that none of you see the light of day again. You will spend the rest of your lives locked up at His Majesty's pleasure. That includes all of you. Jeffrey Appleyard, Anders Lassen, Freddie Buzz,
I'm sorry,
and Henry
can't quite make out what you're saying. Spies.
Is that clear?
You and your operation are reckless, Brigadier.
The old cell phone through the tunnel gag. Free cell phone.
Why don't we steal them? We can use Billy's boat to drag the Duquesa out of the harbor and steal the other 2 German tugboats that service the U-boats.
And how are we supposed to do that?
Not only is she double-plated, weighing twice as much,
But you need a full crew to move a ship that size.
The tugboats aren't the crew. We tow the Duquesa out to the ocean and, well, steal the lot.
Then what? Still can't sink them.
We don't need to. We sail into international waters and hand everything over to the Navy.
And what about the anchor? Have you seen the size of it?
If we can actually start to move her, their S-boats will catch us in seconds.
Well, what are you going to do with all the explosives you brought, Freddie?
Blow the anchor?
We'll use them to blow the anchor. We'll rig the S-boats so they can't follow, rig the fuel reserve that supplies the U-boats, and then, well, blow the lot up.
That fuel explosion is going to bring everyone and their mother down to the harbor.
We'll set the fuse so that the fuel dump blows once we're outside the harbor. Then we sneak out quietly.
Stealing a massive warship?
It's very greedy. Amen.
Well, I'm not leaving until I have a barrel full of Nazi hearts.
I'll do whatever you tell me to do, sir.
Gentlemen.
Do it.
Let's steal some boats.
Yes. Gone in 60 Seconds, World War II edition.
Oh, the shark, babe, has such teeth, dear, and he shows them pearly white. So there's never a trace of her. Oh, the sidewalk rolls and
She looks so good. But where did she get this dress? She went from Cleopatra to like Marilyn Monroe. Back to the casual stroll. Pay attention before you die.
Gute Nacht, meine Schmetterlinge. Easy.
Damn, that was smooth. Jesus.
Jeder weiß gesagt.
Uh-oh. Damn. Don't kill her.
Papers, please. Commander. All good, Freddy? Charges are set to go once we're out of the harbour, sir. Let's carry on then.
Did you enjoy your gift?
I think now it's time that the fox shows his den to the vixen.
Now the light's still on.
I lit the room with oil lamps so they wouldn't notice when the power went out.
Oh, I thought it was a generator. This guy's like Hawkeye. Fire in the hole. Damn. Oh, now they're trapped in there with him. Oh my God. What even is that? Oh, it was like a broken arrow. What was left? He's a beast. Hello.
I hope that's not your blood, Lassen.
I hope so too.
Go on.
Go on!
Oh wow, he really let him go. It better not come back to bite him in the ass. I get it. He was a kid.
What? You didn't actually think it would work, did you? It was your plan. Well, let's make sure we keep our end of the bargain. Signal back and I'll heave off.
Looked good on paper. Wasn't sure if it would work in person, though. And overall, that's pretty good timing.
You were good. And you were sly. There are only two types of people that are as sly as the fox. The German and the Jew. And you are not German. I think now it's time for a real party.
That wasn't supposed to happen yet.
The harbor's under attack! Jeden na dole podano do portu! Moving!
Wait for it.
planted a... Uh-oh. Oh, not the Irish guy. If they couldn't have planted a couple of more, like, mini bombs like, along the shoreline there, the docks, they knew once the fuel line blew that they would have company. This music is pretty epic. There we go. They out of range.
We're out of range now.
Nice.
I'm no expert. You got a big old hole in your shoulder, Hazy.
Shoulder, he's alright.
Would you explain to me what's going on here?
The power is gone. Fuel depot has been sabotaged. No one knows what's happening, but this is your fault.
Where is my ship?
Little Kesa, where did it go?
Someone's taken them while you weren't looking.
You idiot! My ship is done!
No, you're gone too. Thank you. Der Führer wird uns höchstpersönlich das Arschloch aufreißen.
Yeah, apologies won't cut it.
Ich will mit Schiff
Oh, nice. Alright, so they didn't put explosives on the docks or anything, but they got the S-boats. She better not die.
Well, my hand's been revealed. So.
Gun? Knife?
No.
Yes.
But no.
Amazing.
Lie down.
Your driver has arrived, ma'am.
KB. Marjorie. Overdressed and underdressed at the same time. Come on, let's get you out of those shackles.
Yes.
Sir, good news and bad news.
Yes, get to it.
Bad news, they didn't sink her. The good news, they stole her.
Congratulations, Prime Minister.
Commander.
You were ordered by Admiral Pound to cease activities. You did not. Therefore, you're to be returned to England to face a tribunal. You, return to your tug with the rest of your militia. Take them to the brig.
Good to see you too, Commander.
Go on, sir. Move!
One moment, Seaman.
Billy.
One eye on the boundary.
One eye on the pub. They'll thank you for this one day.
I'm not sure that's what we were really looking for, was it? Your Highness.
Shop's open for you anytime, Major.
That's so messed up.
No need to shout.
Stand still!
A chance of a cup of tea?
Never before have the senior military and navy commanders of this country been so united in their condemnation. It is their view that the discipline on which our armed forces depends has been undermined by men serving no master but their own thirst for blood, murder, and mayhem. And only this morning, the first American soldiers arrived on British soil, ready to stand shoulder to shoulder with us in Europe. Allies who risked death crossing the North Atlantic, and only by some miracle found their crossing untroubled by Nazi U-boats.
Nice.
They seem to have formed their own ministry of ungentlemanly warfare.
He said it! He
said it! From now on, they work for me.
Awarded the Distinguished Service Order for leading Operation Postmaster and appointed member of the Order of the British Empire, March Phillips is believed to be the key figure upon who Ian Fleming based James Bond. John Joffrey, following Operation Postmaster at the Yard, gone to lead countless other deniable missions, ordering a Distinguished Service Order. When presented to King George VI to receive it, the king declared, in amazement, "You again." Awarded the Military Cross for his part of Postmaster. On his next mission, Captain Hayes was captured, held, and interrogated for more than a year by the Gestapo. He never broke. Damn. Anders. Awarded Military Cross for his part of Captain. He was the most decorated member of an SAS. Wow, he was awarded the Victoria Cross. Excuse me. Certainly because following this, she went on to star in movies such as The Master Plan, The Week of the Week, and shortly after she married Major Gus March Phillips. Ah, cool. Alright, just got finished watching Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, and that was a really good movie. Excuse me. That was a really good movie. It wasn't anything like super epic, over the top or anything, but I mean, the story was pretty good. The pacing was pretty good. Overall, an enjoyment. The action was good. Anders was something else. Lars Anders, the Swede. Alan Ritchison. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. Jack Reacher, whatever. He was a lunatic and deadly accurate with that bow and arrow. He was my favorite. Followed by Cavill's character, Gus March Phillips. I don't know, their whole demeanor, the whole crew throughout the entire movie, with the exception of Marjorie, because she was like deep undercover and had a character to play. But everyone else was just so nonchalant and like, we're just gonna casually take strolls and just pop, like, just effortlessly. I really enjoyed that. I didn't know that, what's his name? Ian Fleming was, portrayed in this movie and in part of the war. Or that Gus March Phillips was the inspiration to James Bond. Now it only seems right that Henry becomes the next James Bond. He'd be great for that role, but I mean, lately everyone has been saying that he'd be great for every role. But, he is a really good actor, so we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, that's really cool how this mission played a big part in the U.S. being able to get into the war. It's one thing, we always see, and hear about Pearl Harbor and D-Day. That's always portrayed a lot in these types of movies, but never, the crossing to it. Apparently without the actions of this group of the world's first special forces team, then the U.S. would have had a harder time getting into European territories with all the U-boats. Overall, I was definitely very pleased with this movie. Nothing really bad to say about it, which is crazy. Again, not a masterpiece, but I honestly can't even think of anything right now to like critique and be like, oh, I wish they did this or that differently. just cool, you know. I feel like we got history, but without being like too like, what's the best way to describe it? Like, you really gotta like think and be knowledgeable about certain events, and I don't know, like, this was just enjoyable. Like, I felt like I was laughing a lot throughout this, and you know, there was a lot of funny moments, and I don't know, just kind of like the magic what Guy Ritchie brings. Like, give me a very similar feeling to The Man from U.N.C.L.E. But yeah, I mean, really enjoyed this one. I'd be curious to, you know, see what you guys thought of this. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Was it meh for you? But for me, I enjoyed it. I appreciate everyone watching along with me. Again, if you could let me know your thoughts in the comments below, I'd appreciate it. And if you enjoyed watching along with me, please make sure hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, follow for more. There's gonna be more movies and TV shows coming. My goal, I'd like to try and get at least 3 videos out per week. Things can change at some point. Maybe I can even try to get 4 or 5 videos out. I don't know. I am watching this on my own, editing it myself. I do work 6 days a week, full-time job. So, but I'm dedicated to this, and you know, I want to pursue this. So if you like what I'm doing, again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and until next time, thanks for watching.